I'm Alyssa, Ambassador Diamond, and I'm so excited to teach you today how to build your personal brand. As you know, you're sharing the same business opportunity with thousands of other people. So I want to teach you what is going to set you apart. As much as people are buying your products, they're buying it from you for a reason. So I want to teach you exactly what to do to continue to grow your personal brand. The first thing is your profile picture. Make sure that your profile picture is a well-lit image of you online. You also want to make sure that it's the same across all social media platforms. That's one of the best ways to brand yourself. If you get family photos done throughout the year, just ask the photographer to take an extra picture of you by yourself. It's a great way to get a headshot. And just make sure it also doesn't have a logo on it of any kind. And I don't recommend having anyone else in the photo. You just want it to be you. Whether it's your kids or friends or family, I always suggest having a single picture of you as your profile picture. Now that we discussed revamping your profile picture, the next thing we're gonna do is revamp your bio. So I wanna know, by looking at your bio, who are you? What do you do? What service do you offer? How can I learn more about you? And you have about 5 seconds when someone clicks on your profile to grab their attention. You also want to make sure that you have a link in your bio, whether it guides them to another social platform, or maybe it's a website or a blog. And also you want to revamp your cover photo. You want it to look nice and crisp and clean. Maybe it's a quote, or maybe it's a picture of your family, or maybe it's just a design that you grabbed off of Pinterest. You want to make sure that it's light and airy and that it grabs people's attention. Next, I want you thinking about the 5 things that you are most passionate about. The reason that I say this is because you want to make sure that you're always generating new content. And the best way to do this is to choose 5 things that you're passionate about. So maybe it's yoga or working out, or maybe it's a mom's group that you're in, or maybe you love cooking. Whatever those 5 things are, you're going to constantly be creating content from that. Next, let's talk about how to create value-driven content. I just have a few questions for you, and I want you to go back and answer these as soon as you're done watching this video. The first one is, what are you skilled in? The next is, what trials and tribulations have you gone through throughout your life? What are you passionate about? What are some of your goals? And I want you to go through and answer those questions, and we are going to grab content from all of those answers. You are in a space where you can now educate, you can create, you can inspire, you can share parts of your life, lessons you've learned throughout your time on social media. Not only are you going to be dripping the product in this incredible business opportunity, but it's a time for people to really get to know you and who you are and what you're passionate about. And that means being vulnerable. That means sharing tips and tricks for things outside of your business. Maybe you're an incredible cook, or maybe you love going to the gym and you can share some workouts, or maybe you're a mom and you have a wonderful craft that you could share online. So those are just a few questions that I have for you as far as what can you do to start really generating that wonderful content. Because of this business, it's allowed me to be home full time with my daughter. So I wanted to share just a few tips that you guys can take away as far as what I'm sharing online. Always make sure that you're sharing your get-tos. Because if it works, I get to spend time with my daughter, and we get to travel the world. We get to go on fun play dates and go on adventures and go bowling into the park and just really have that time together. So it's important that you're sharing that as well. You also want to make sure that you're sharing your behind the scenes. So you'll see me share my behind the scenes of staying up late working, or maybe you're going to a team training. Maybe you're doing the ugly work that it really takes to be successful, which is waking up early, staying up late, tuning into team trainings, staying up late, charting your team to promotions. Whatever it is, you want to make sure that you're sharing your behind the scenes, because that's how people really feel connected to you. They feel like they're getting a glimpse into your life, which is so important when you're building online. My last question for you is, what do you want to be known for? When you're building online, I want to give you permission to be authentic and to be vulnerable. And that doesn't mean airing your dirty laundry. It doesn't mean having drama on your Facebook, but it's talking about the things that you've been through in your life and using them as lessons to help others. Go back through all of your posts and clean your page up of anything that doesn't align with the vision that you have for your life from this moment forward. Delete old photos. Go through and delete friends if you have to. Clean your page up and make it all fresh and new. It is never too late to completely rebrand yourself. You are now in a business where you offer solution after solution, whether it's helping someone get healthy or helping someone get wealthy. So make sure that you're sharing the vulnerable stuff as well. And I think that that's such an important part when you're growing a personal brand, is you want to be able to connect with the community that you're building. And you don't have to be anyone but yourself. You don't have to be me. You don't have to be someone else that you admire online. You have to be you. And that's when people are going to purchase your products. That's when people are going to be joining your business. So I want you to never forget to always be yourself when you're building online, because you have a story that someone else needs to hear. I'm sure that you wrote down so many questions and that you're still reflecting on all of the 5 fundamentals that maybe you're going to begin implementing in your business. What I want you to know is that you don't have to do it all today. Take some time to think about the questions I asked you, to think about the 5 fundamentals of building your business. And I promise that when you start implementing these tips into your personal brand, that you will see your social media completely transform.